Hi everyone, this is Lauren. This is my week 5 presentation about leadership. For this presentation, we are asked to discuss a public sector agency that needs a change and also a change that needs to happen quickly. For my public sector that I chose, I'm choosing the police department. With everything that's going on with football players kneeling at NFL games and all these policemen that keep getting arrested and having the new body cams that have to be on cops, I believe this is a public sector that really needs change and fast. My 3 themes that I'm going to go over are motivation, efficiency, and consistency. All 3 themes which I believe that the police department across the nation needs to implement for their department. My first theory that I'm going to go over is the motivational theory. I believe motivation plays a huge part in the police department, that if you have the right motivation, the police can make better decisions and respond quicker and respond with more accurate information and better actions so that they don't get themselves in trouble and so that they don't harm one another. And then also innocent citizens that we have seen in the news as of the past few years. One of the themes for leadership that would go along with this is transformational leadership. It builds trust, you act more with integrity, and it inspires others, and you can also coach others better. So, with transformational leadership, if you have that true leader in the police force, your police cadets can also learn from you and want to make better decisions when they're out on the workforce. My next theme that I want to discuss with the public sector agency that needs a change and needs a change that needs to happen fast is efficiency. So with efficiency, we can also learn how to make better decisions quicker. Being on the police force, these policemen have to make decisions within split seconds, and sometimes that ends up either hurting somebody or, in as we have seen in the news recently, killing somebody when they didn't mean to because they are acting on an impulse without all the facts presented to them. So if we can learn how to be efficient better, we hopefully won't have those problems anymore. With Mary Parker Follett, she really, with her quote that says, that is always our problem, not how to get control of people, but how altogether we can control of a situation. So getting control of a situation, again, it goes into efficiency, because if you can control a situation, you can act more efficient on it, you'll make better choices on it. And then also being efficient can go along with the 14 principles of management by Fayol. If the police department also goes along with the 14 principles of management, treat people equally, which is something, no matter what race you are, treating everybody equally when you are either pulling them over or arresting them, regardless of the color of their skin. Also having the unity of command, which is really important on the police force, and the unity of direction. Having this is extremely important with the decisions that you have to make within that split second time. My last thing to discuss in regards to a public sector agency that needs change is consistency. I truly believe that without consistency, it's really hard to hold people accountable for their actions, which we can see in the police department is a huge issue. Looking at Pause Decor from Gulick, we can see that, having planning, organization, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting, and budgeting, all these things are really important to have a consistency in the department, as well as looking at our hierarchy of needs by Maslow, being consistent with what every person needs, both with self-actualization, esteem, social safety, all those needs that every person needs, and to be consistent with everybody's needs, again, regardless of what the color of their skin is. So when a police officer is having to arrest somebody or respond to a situation, that they're also being consistent with what is going on in these items here. By paying attention to motivation, efficiency, and consistency, police departments around the country can solve a lot of their issues that they are having and can make those changes quickly. A lot of the themes that go along with this for the leadership things would be the leader membership exchange. So when a leader is fair and they can exchange between the leader and the lead, it just grounds the rest of the people. So if you are a cop talking to a group of people, you can really lead those people to making good decisions. And then also the servant leadership theme for leadership is having that blend of transactional and transformational leadership, is creating the environment of trust, which I know for a fact that a lot of people around this country, as we can see in the news and all over social media, that there is no trust anymore. So yeah, we want to trust these cops to, you know, come and rescue us and be our heroes. But then again, if we are a person of color or different religion or something of that matter, you know, can we really trust these people to protect us when we might know that they could treat us differently depending on the situation? So building that trust is something that is really important. And then also serving rather than being served, you know, not expecting people to do good things for you because you do something good for them. So not expecting anything in return is also being really important. And just having people follow out of love and gratitude rather than out of compulsion and fear. So not being fearful of, you know, the cops and then always wanting to trust them. So thank you for listening to my presentation.